Namo Amida Butts, Namo Amida Butts, Namo Amida Butts, Namandaps, 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 Namandaps. Bujoe Mida Nyorai Nildoe Jo Sange Nyorai Nildoe Jo Sange Pujo Jipo Nyorai Nildoe Jo Sange We are gathered here at the Tacoma Buddhist Temple in the presence of Amida Buddha. We are here to commemorate our Nirvana and Pet Memorial Day service, where we acknowledge and remember our past loved pets who have given us so much love in our lives selflessly. We are also here to commemorate the passing of Shakyamuni Buddha when the Buddha passed into Parinirvana, teaching us the ultimate enlightenment. May the fragrance of the incense teach us the purity of our intention. May the beauty of the flowers offered teach us of life's impermanence. May the light that burns brightly teach us of Amida Buddha's great wisdom and compassion. Please recite the Nembutsu with me. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namandats, 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 Namandats. Busen Amida Kyo Nyoze Gamon Ichiji Bunzai Shae Kokugi Juki Kodoku Yodai Biku Shusen ni 150 人 大勢大柔らか、首相知識長老者利発マカモケンネ、マカカショマカカセンネ、マカクチラリハタシュリハンダガナンダアナンダ、ラゴラキョボンハダイビンズルハラダ、カルダイマカコヒナハクラ、ナヌルダニョゼト初代弟子、両所菩薩マカサツモンジュシリホージ、アイタ菩薩ケンダカダイ菩薩、上昇人菩薩ニョニョゼト、初代菩薩牛釈大官人と無料小手、大祝二次仏語長老舎利法、十税裁法か十万中仏道右世か、妙和極楽合道右仏語阿弥陀、根源在世法舎利法非道学、妙意極楽合国修上無宿、単樹昇楽光明極楽舎利法極楽国土、七十乱十七十乱も七十五十、大勢司法主相異女、税公非国明和極楽舎利法極楽国土、牛ポチ白徳水主万五中、地帯十人根社富士四辺街道、文言ルリハリ五条上右老各役位根言ルリハリ社交釈主面の二言直死地中連芸大名舎利小式小公大式陽公釈式釈公白式白公二名公結舎利本国楽国道上十尿税空毒称号入舎利法二部国道上佐天学王根一中夜六時二万だらけ広告修上上位昇丹各位へ国上宗明家供養他方十万六分即位直事剣道本国本直協業舎利法極楽国道上十尿税空毒称号物資舎利法非国上主事奇妙座式市長白国空者法務舎利下領便が愚妙市長絶小州長注意や六時水和芸音高音年長合根合力七宝大部圧勝道部尿税東方合同州場門税音に開始年仏年法年総舎利法尿物に死傷人税財法少々上位者が非部国道無三幕州舎利法下部国道上無三幕道市名家教右親税小州長改税阿弥陀部翼領本能川流変芸少佐舎利法非部国道未付水道情報五十牛法乱毛水未妙非尿百千十学道軸差門税音社会時年上年仏年法年創始舎利法合部国道上十尿税不読称言 Namo Amidan Bu. Namo Amidan Bu. Namo Amidan Bu. Namo Amidan Bu. Nam Jipo Umi Jem Sekai no Nenbut no Shujo Miso na washi Seishu shite Sute zareba Amida to nazuke Tate matsuru Goyu jajimju no nyorai wa mangyo no seuzen kirai tsutsu myo ngo fushigi no shinji no hitoshiku hito ni susume shimu Gani shikudoku Byoyu usei isai Doyu hoten bodai ishin Oyu joyu anda ko Namo Amida Butts, Namo Amida Butts, Namo Amida Butts, Namandats, 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 Namandats. Please join me in Gassho. It is indeed the right exposition for which the Tathagata appeared in the world, the wondrous scripture, rare and most excellent, the conclusive and ultimate exposition of the one vehicle, the precious words disclosing perfect, instantaneous fulfillment, the sincere words praised by all the Buddhas throughout the 10 quarters, the true teaching in consummate readiness for the beings of this day. Let this be known. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namandaps, namandaps, namandaps. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our first Sunday service for the month of February in the year of 2022. This day also marks an important occasion as we are here at the Tacoma Buddhist Temple celebrating our Nirvana Day and Pet Memorial Service. I hope everyone enjoyed the pictures that they shared with the temple of their past loved pets at the beginning during the Kancho bell ringing. For many of you, these pictures might bring up tears, very happy and sad thoughts, and warm memories of your pets. It certainly did for me, for I remember my pet as well. Growing up, we were a pet family. My parents, my mother especially, is a cat person, and she still has cats to this day. My father says he likes dogs more. He says he doesn't like cats, but I think secretly, deep down, he loves cats. So we have probably all, at some point or another, experienced the loss of a pet. And when this loss happens, I don't think there is anything that anyone can say, no words of scripture, no soothing words or platitudes from priests or other friends that can console us in our time of loss. I remember watching a video of a person. It was time for their dog to pass, and they decided to put the dog to sleep. And it was very odd because at first I was thinking to myself, how morbid. Why would someone want to record such an event? But at the same time, you could see the sorrow and the loss that the owner felt when the dog finally passed and its eyes closed forever. And it made me cry watching it. And I sometimes think that this is one of the greatest lessons our pets can teach us, is that sooner or later, we all must pass from this world of samsara. We must all go at some point or another. And I think it's also incredibly appropriate that this is also, that we are also celebrating Nirvana Day at the same time. The Buddha, as you all know, was a wonderful teacher, was the greatest teacher, was our soul teacher. And yet, even he, Shakyamuni Buddha, or Siddhartha Gautama, had to pass at some point. And even he acknowledged that he is not an immortal. And it's very easy for us sometimes to deify the Buddha or to put the Buddha up on a pedestal or make gigantic statues, and it's appropriate, don't get me wrong. I believe that teachers like the Buddha and all the other Buddhas that ever existed should have statues and should have honors towards them. But we also must not forget that these Buddhas are also people as well. They're human. They are bound to this mortal world just as much as we are. And yet, as enlightened as they may be, their physical body at some point or another must also pass. Now at first, like with our pets, we are filled with sadness. When the Buddha was passing away, there are many paintings of the Buddha passing into Parinirvana with the Buddha laying on his side. And you see all of his followers just mourning and sad because they cannot accept the fact that the Buddha is old and it's time for the Buddha to pass from this world. And it's the same feeling that we may all feel when we lose a beloved pet. There is nothing that one could say. There is nothing that I could say that would ease the suffering that we feel when we initially lose a pet. Why is this? For many of us, we see animals as lesser. We see animals as inferior beings. But in other ways, animals are our greatest teachers. Why is this? Why are pets our greatest teachers? Our pets teach us patience. Our pets teach us how to love. Our pets teach us responsibility. Our pets teach us gratitude. Our pets are some of the greatest teachers that we can ever have. Our pets are there for us when we get home. And some people say that only dogs do this, when you get home and the dog is so happy to see you. And that's true. The dog is happy, joyful that you're home. But cats too. When I get home, our cat Irvin looks at me and meows and says, "Where have you been?" And the same is especially true. Our cat Irvin is a mama's boy, so when Reverend Cindy gets back home, he immediately starts meowing and saying, "I want attention, give me love." But our pets also teach us responsibility. For dog owners, we have to walk the dog. We have to give the dog exercise. We have to make sure our dog stays healthy. We have to clean up after the dog. And then I have to also clean up after my cat. Sometimes Irvin may eat something that doesn't agree with him, or he may eat too fast, and he upchucks on the carpet. And at first we think to ourselves, "Oh man, I have to do this again." But over time, even for me, I have also realized this is just the thing that comes with having a cat. So for everyone out there who thinks about having a pet or wants to have a cat, wants to have a dog, I sometimes think we don't realize the full responsibility that comes with it. One of my favorite memes or pictures on Facebook is one of a cat or a dog, and it'll say something like, "I'm not a Christmas present. I'm not a toy that you can play with that after you get bored, you can just put it in a drawer. I am a living being. I am a 15 to 16-year commitment." And that is something very deep to think about. But when that time does come, when the pet does pass away, all we can think of is the sadness at first. But then, as time continues, and we begin to heal a little bit, we start to think about all the joy our pet brought us. And we're able to think about it in a way that doesn't regress us back to the stage of grief. And then we are also there to realize that we are a better person because of our pets. We are a better person because our pets have taught us to feed them. They've taught us schedule, time management, responsibility. When we go on vacation, I can't just leave Irvin at home by himself. I have to ask someone to come and watch Irvin, pet Irvin, give Irvin some attention and love, and feed him, clean the litter box. There's responsibility that comes with that. And the same is true with all other pets. And then we're able to think about these pets with happiness. Wow, there will never be another pet like this pet. I will never have another cat like Kobe. One of my cats, Kobe, he would always come in the morning, like when I'm still sleeping, and he would jump into bed with me, and he would actually want to get under the covers. So it's like another person sleeping in bed with me, like a little child. It was very cute. And after Kobe passed, I was also very, very sad. It was hard for me to accept at first. But then I also realized that these cats, these pets, constantly teach me the ways of the Dharma. They teach me about interdependence. Yes, it's possible that if I wasn't around, or like if there was an accident, or I wasn't here anymore, that my cat might be able to survive somehow. But that being said, once you build that relationship with your pet, there is this unbreakable bond of trust between you two that should be there, at least. And the cat teaches you that you are responsible for a life just as much as this cat is responsible for your happiness as well. Just as the dog is responsible for your happiness, you're also responsible for their happiness. So in this way, our pets are our greatest teachers. In this way, it is appropriate that we celebrate this holiday or this time of remembrance for our pets, as well as the passing of Buddha into Parinirvana. And then once the physical form has passed, we also realize that the love that they gave us has also not gone away. The love that they gave us will still always be here for us to share with other pets someday, maybe. And it's the same with Shakyamuni Buddha. After Shakyamuni Buddha passed, he said not to stop there. He said, don't just take what I've learned for yourselves. It's your job to also share with what I've taught you. It's your job to continue this teaching throughout the ages. So the physical form of the Buddha is no longer here with us. And yet his words live on through all schools of Buddhism. Many schools of Buddhism teach the words of the Buddha in their own way. And the Buddha existed over 2,000 years ago, and the message is still going. How can we say then that the Buddha is fully gone? And then when we give the same type of love and care we do to our other pets, and even to people, I'm not saying that we should treat people like animals, but the type of love we give should also be very similar. Our pets are our greatest teachers. They are our greatest confidants. I'm certain we've all told secrets to our pets because we knew there was no way that the pet could repeat that secret to somebody else. So with this in mind, I hope all of us take a moment to reflect on our past pets, to reflect on that they're not just these furry little animals, and they're cute. I agree that they're cute, and I coo over cats just as much as anybody. But they're not just animals, they're not just these furry little things that we can pet every now and then. They are living, sentient beings who need our love and will give love back free and willingly. So thank you all very much for attending today's Pet Memorial Service and Nirvana Day service. Please continue to keep warm and try to stay healthy. And as always, say the Nembutsu. Please join me in Gassho. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Nam Mandats, Nam Mandats, Nam Mandats.
My disciples, my last moment has come, but do not forget that death is only the end of the physical body. The body is born from parents and was nourished by food, just as inevitable are sickness and death. But the true Buddha is not a human body. It is enlightenment. A human body must die, but the wisdom of enlightenment will exist forever in the truth of the Dharma and in the practice of the Dharma. He who sees merely my body does not truly see me. Only he who accepts my teaching truly sees me. After my death, the Dharma shall be your teacher. Follow the Dharma and you will be true to me. During the last 45 years of my life, I have withheld nothing from my teachings. There is no secret teaching, no hidden meaning. Everything has been taught openly and clearly. My dear disciples, this is the end. In a moment I shall be passing into Nirvana. This is my instruction.